Have you ever heard the word karma? In Hinduism, they believe that good action from the past bring positive results in the present, while bad action lead us sufferings. In their view, suffering is seen as a negative outcome, so the best way is avoid the suffering. Suffering is bad. On the other hand, in the atheist mindset, trials are seen as a random. Something had happened, it's just bad luck. In their view, trials of our lives are meaningless, useless, and unfortunate outcomes. However, in Christians' worldview, difficulties and trials are seen as a way to build endurance, character, and find hope even in the midst of trials. It's a meaning, it's a purpose, because God controls everything. Even single cell of your body, God controls it. Christian worldview is everything that God provided has a meaning and important, make us strong and make us have hope for the future. Don't waste your time because it's not yours, it's God's control. Christian faith, we believe that God knows every detail of our lives. Think about that father and son's conversations while they walk up the mountain to get the place of sacrifice. Isaac talked about the sacrificial offerings to his father while he was carrying the large firewood pile on his shoulder. Hey father, the firewoods are here, I carry, but where is the lamb for the burnt offerings? Can you imagine how old Isaac at the time? Isaac was likely old enough his father couldn't have tied him up unless Isaac allowed it. He was not a child, not a boy. Many commentators said Isaac was at least 18 to 33. The point is that when Abraham was about binding Isaac, he was strong enough to resist and fast enough to run away. He has a chance. He knew that something went wrong, but he decided to obey his father's will. These facts indicate that Isaac's obedience to be sacrificial offering was not Abraham's decision, but also Isaac himself decided that. I've heard many complaints about God. Why he asked Abraham to sacrifice his son Isaac? It's crazy. I understand why people raised that kind of questions and expressed their frustrations about this story. However, there was two reasons why Abraham tried to offer his son Isaac as a sacrifice. Abraham decided to sacrifice him because he truly believed that God would raise him from the dead. In Hebrews chapter 11, he considered that God was able even to raise him from the dead, and for which, figuratively speaking, he did receive him back. 100% sure God will raise him up and make him better and back to him. That's why Abraham gave Isaac to God. Put your trust in God and give your life to God. He will return back abundant things more than what you deserve. Another reason is that Isaac's story is an example of the sacrifice of Jesus Christ. God wants to tell us how hard to give the individual son to God, how heartbreak decision. God wants to teach a lesson, how hard God's decision to send his son to us to die on the cross for us. We need to understand how sacrificial God's love to us. Do you know what's amazing about Mount Moriah? It is a place where Abraham was going to sacrifice his son Isaac, and it is also where Jesus Christ was crucified. In Genesis chapter 22, said to Abraham to go to region of Moriah, sacrifice your son there. Highest point of the mountain Moriah is the Golgotha, the same place God gave his son to die on the cross to save us. Isaac carried the woods in the back on the way, the path. It is the way that Jesus Christ, carrying his own cross, wood cross, walked onto Calvary. The same way, same road Isaac and Jesus take. Isaac fully obeyed when his father tied him to sacrifice. Jesus completely obeyed the will of God. And he said, Father, it's painful, but not my will, but your will be done. Isaac and Jesus completely obeyed. Why? Because they knew resurrection, the glory will come to him. If he run away, No resurrection happened there. No glory there. No salvation come. You have a situations, don't worry about it. Jesus Christ already died for your situations. He will raise you up. That is what today's passage really talk about. Do you know the blessing that Isaac received from God after his obedience? God blessed Isaac so abundantly, and everything he touches seems to prosper, like the touch of Midas. Whenever Isaac go and dig up the ground, has a well. 6 times in the Bible. Here's a mountainside, not easy to find the water, but Isaac find a lot of waters. What's the water means in the Israel at the moment? It's resources so prosper there of livestock farming. Without water, they're gonna die. Materially, God bless Isaac. Material blessings and relational blessing, spiritual blessing, Isaac received from God. When you face difficulties and trials, don't be discouraged. Don't be afraid. Even though suffering is painful, God has planned for you.